Hello everyone and welcome to the first video of the channel. As you probably read the title, this is a tutorial for total beginners. So let's get right into it. So first, let's learn the basic controls of Blender. So to rotate the camera, press and hold the middle mouse button and move the mouse. To move the camera, press and hold Shift and the middle mouse button at the same time and then move your mouse. So now, let's see how we can edit our cube. Left click on the cube to select it, and then press G to move the cube. Press R to rotate the cube, and press S to scale the cube. You can move, rotate, or scale the cube in a specific direction by pressing G, R, or S, and then pressing X, Y, or Z. G and X, G and Z, and G and Y. So now let's get to modeling. How can we shape the cube into something else? Well, first select the cube, and then press Tab or go to the top left corner of the screen and change Object Mode to Edit Mode. So now that we're in Edit Mode, we can edit our object by selecting one or more vertices and then pressing G, R, or S. But there are three different ways we can edit an object. The first one is Vertex Select, where we can edit the vertices of an object. Second one is Edge Select, where we can edit the edges of an object. And the third one is Face Select, where we can select and edit the faces of an object. So now let's model something simple. You can select more than one face at a time by holding Shift while selecting the faces. So now in Edit Mode, go to the top left corner of the screen and select the third icon next to Edit Mode to go into Face Select. So, first select the top face of the cube and press E to extrude the top face of the cube, and then press 10. And then press E again and then press 2. So now select the side faces of the cube in the bottom, and then press Alt E and select Extrude Faces along normals, and then press 2. So now let's do the same thing for the cube at the top. Select all of the side faces, and then Alt E and Extrude Faces along normals, and then press 2. So now let's add materials. To add materials, go to the right of the screen, onto the Properties tab, and select the last icon to go into Material Properties. Now to create a new material, press on the plus icon and then press New, and then change the base color to any color you want. I'm going to change it to dark blue. And now to add the material to our object, while in Edit Mode, select all the faces you want to add the material to, and then click on the new material and then click on Assign. Now to see our material, go to the top right corner of the screen and select on the second icon here. Now we can see our new material. So, to add another material, click on the plus icon, click on New, and then change the color to something else. And let's add this new material to the rest of the object. And then, after selecting the rest of the faces, click on the second material, and then click on Assign. So now we have added our materials to our object. So now let's render a scene. So let's go back to object mode, and then press Shift and A and go to Mesh and add a plane. So now that we've added a plane, press S to scale and make it bigger, and then press G and Z to make it go down a bit. So now that we've added a plane, let's add a material to it. While in object mode, go to the material properties, press the plus icon and then new and change the base color. I'm gonna make it gray. So now that we've added our plane, let's fix the lighting. So click on the light and then go to object data properties and change the type of light from point to sun. And then press G and Z to move it up, and then G and X to move it to the right. Let's change the camera. So go to the location where you want to put the camera, and then press Ctrl, Alt, and 0, and the camera will automatically teleport to your position. Now to adjust the camera, press Shift and the button next to number 1 on your keyboard. So adjust it to your liking, and then before we render our scene, let's click on the light bulb here and go to object data properties, and over here in strength I'm gonna change the strength to 9 here. Okay, so now before we render our scene, press on Ctrl and S to save, and then go to the top left corner of the screen, go on render and click on render image. Now we've made something very simple, and we've learned how we can add materials, render a scene, and model an object. So this is the end of the video, everyone. Thank you for watching and see you next time.